It's still happening. It's still going on.
Ryan Reynolds does not seem to care about Blake Lively, and he's described his relationship with Hugh Jackman as a marriage.
They've like leaked all these text messages.
Ryan Reynolds just couldn't hold it in anymore. His best bud, Hugh Jackman, dropped truth bombs so explosive, they sent shockwaves through Hollywood. Leaked text messages, buried secrets, and a friendship that was never what it seemed. This is the story no one saw coming.
Ryan Reynolds' bromances, his various bromances over the years. We've talked about him and Jake Gyllenhaal, and obviously this has been a bromance that has been very much thrown in the public's face.
For years, Reynolds and Jackman's bromance was the stuff of legends. Their playful banter, their on-screen chemistry, their endless pranks, it all seemed too good to be true. And as it turns out, it was.
He says that his relationship with Hugh Jackman is he's just like his wife. That he's, you know, they share their deepest, darkest secrets together. That
behind the laughter and the memes was a friendship built on secrets, power struggles, and a truth that's only now coming to light. The leaked texts reveal a side of Reynolds that fans have never seen before. A man grappling with his identity, his sexuality, and the pressure of maintaining a carefully crafted image. But the real question is, why did Jackman leak them? Was it revenge? Or was it something deeper?
Hugh Jackman was also in the now infamously cringe It Ends With Us promotional skit that had nothing to do with promoting the movie, which was about domestic violence, where Ryan directed it and he brought in his mom and Blake was in the background. We learned that.
Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman's friendship wasn't just a Hollywood gimmick. It was a masterclass in branding. Their playful rivalry, from pranks to public appearances, kept fans entertained for years. But was it all just for show? The truth is, their dynamic was more than just a marketing strategy. It was a carefully constructed image, one that served both their careers.
But just let's say Hugh Jackman, and to embarrass you like that, and then constantly kissing other men, it's not adding up.
Reynolds, with his quick wit and charm, and Jackman, with his rugged charisma, complemented each other perfectly. But beneath the surface, there was tension, a tension that would eventually boil over. Their friendship wasn't just about mutual admiration. It was about control, influence, and the power dynamics that define Hollywood. And as their careers evolved, so did their relationship, but not in the way fans expected.
Kind of making a lot of gay jokes and like trying to normalize all of these gay jokes, but nobody's actually asking him to do that. Not the gay community, or the heterosexual community. When
Deadpool and Wolverine shared the screen, it was a dream come true for fans. But behind the scenes, it was a different story. The constant gay jokes, innuendos, and sexual references weren't just for laughs. They were a reflection of something deeper.
Oh, he's gay. Oh, yeah, see, straight guys don't say that.
Reynolds' portrayal of Deadpool, with his pansexual undertones, was a bold move. But it wasn't just about the character. It was about Reynolds himself.
Ryan's kind of perpetually highly publicizing his bromances is something that I find to be quite strange, right? Mostly because he's a 48-year-old man, Ryan Reynolds. He has 4 kids. And he seems to dedicate a lot of time and resources, like financial resources, to trying to convince the public that these bromances are perfectly normal.
The jokes, the skits, the constant need to push boundaries, it all pointed to a man who was grappling with his own identity. And then there was Jackman. His portrayal of Wolverine was iconic, but his involvement in the Deadpool franchise raised questions. Was he just playing along? Or was there more to his role in Reynolds' world? The truth lies in the details, and the details are more revealing than anyone expected.
In some manner or another, that person is a fraud. So whether it's how they're publicly presenting their sexuality, whether it's how they're publicly presenting their brand, a la Taylor Swift, I'm a nice girl, and then you find out she's actually a really mean girl, that would be ruinous to her career.
The leaked text messages between Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman were the bombshell that no one saw coming. These private conversations revealed a side of their friendship that fans had never seen before.
Junior high kids, they've like leaked all these text messages. And here's one supposedly from Ryan Reynolds. And what's that last line? What's that last line? Oh, he's gay. Oh, yeah, see, straight guys don't say that.
The language, the tone, the subtle hints, it all pointed to something deeper. The texts weren't just about work or casual banter. They were filled with innuendos, jokes, and references that suggested a hidden truth.
That's Wolverine. These are supposed to be tough superheroes or whatever. All the constant sexual jokes, which are unnecessary, whether they're gay or straight, they're annoying and dumb and low-hanging fruit, were not in 4th grade. They come from a very immature mind.
Some interpreted them as evidence of Reynolds' closeted sexuality, while others saw them as proof of his manipulative nature. But one thing was clear: these texts were a game changer. As the public dissected every word, the question remained: who leaked them? Was it Jackman, seeking revenge? Or was it someone else with a vested interest in bringing Reynolds down? The truth is still out there, and it's more shocking than anyone could have imagined.
The husband's perspective, like, hey, obviously, like, this guy's gay, no hard feelings, it's a sight to be seen. He wants to be completely dismissed from the lawsuit. He wants out on the lawsuit.
When the lawsuit between Ryan Reynolds and Justin Baldoni spilled into the public eye, it wasn't just about defamation or extortion. It was about power, control, and the lengths people would go to protect their image.
Ryan Reynolds did call Justin Baldoni a predator. Remember, they had in their lawsuit said that he went up to a guy that worked at WME. This was allegedly at the Deadpool and Wolverine premiere.
And at the center of it all was Hugh Jackman. Jackman's deposition was a turning point in the case. His testimony revealed details about Reynolds' behavior that shocked even the most seasoned Hollywood insiders. The bromance that fans had adored was now under scrutiny, and the truth was far from what anyone expected.
This is actually the strongest part of their argument that's being made, because I will say truthfully, it's a good defense. It's not strong enough to get him dropped from this lawsuit or dismissed, but an actual belief in the claim would be sufficient enough to prove that there was no actual malice.
But Jackman wasn't just a witness. He was a key player. His involvement in the Deadpool promotional skits raised questions about his motives. Was he just following Reynolds' lead, or was there more to the story? The answers lie in the text messages that were leaked, and they're more explosive than anyone could have imagined.
Straight guys don't say that. And that's, I'm not some like conservative, and I'm like, men gotta be men. Just straight guys don't say that.
That he's a narcissist. He's a total narcissist. He cannot comprehend a world. I truly believe he cannot comprehend a world in which him and his wife are not liked.
The fallout from the lawsuit and the leaked texts was swift and brutal. Ryan Reynolds' carefully crafted image began to crumble, and the public's perception of him shifted dramatically. The man who was once Hollywood's golden boy was now at the center of a scandal that threatened to destroy his career. But the fallout wasn't just limited to Reynolds.
Anyway, so back to Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds. They're in this bromance at the time that he separates from his wife, and you just wonder if that's also partially the reason why Blake's team is adamant that they need this AEO determination.
Hugh Jackman, too, felt the impact. His reputation as a beloved actor was tarnished, and his friendship with Reynolds was left in ruins. The bromance that fans had adored was now a cautionary tale about the dangers of Hollywood friendships. The question isn't just what happened, it's why it happened. And the answers are more shocking than anyone could have imagined.
And everyone around you is gonna have a hard time because you're like trying to fit this square piece in a circle.
Straight men have dead eyes. There's nothing behind the eyes. And his assessment is that gay men have a twinkle.
As the dust began to settle, one question remained. What was the truth behind Ryan Reynolds' mask? Was he the charming, funny guy that fans had come to love? Or was there something darker lurking beneath the surface? The answer lies in the details, and the details are more revealing than anyone expected. Reynolds' behavior, both on and off screen, suggested a man who was struggling with his identity. The constant gay jokes, the bromance with Hugh Jackman, the leaked texts, it all pointed to a deeper issue. But was it a case of someone hiding their true self, or was it just another calculated move to maintain his image? The truth is complicated, and it's not something that can be easily explained. But one thing is clear, Reynolds' actions have left a lasting impact, not just on his career, but on the industry as a whole.
Deadpool and Wolverine's constant gay jokes leaves Marvel fans completely divided.
The lawsuit may be over, but the story is far from finished. The aftermath of the legal battle has left everyone involved reeling. Ryan Reynolds' career is at a crossroads, and the public's perception of him has changed forever.
And someone has bleached and it says, "Me when Deadpool makes the 5th joke in a row where the punchline is being gay," or "I will get canceled for that one."
Hugh Jackman, too, is navigating the fallout, trying to rebuild his life and career in the wake of the scandal. But the real question is, what happens next? Will Reynolds be able to bounce back from this? Or is this the end of his reign as Hollywood's golden boy? And what about Jackman? Will he emerge from this stronger? Or will the scars of the battle haunt him forever?
Now, this is the Beauty and the Beast one, and it literally has the same lettering and the look of Beauty and the Beast. In fact,
The answers to these questions are still unfolding, but one thing is certain. This is a story that will be talked about for years to come. It's a cautionary tale about power, control, and the lengths people will go to protect their image. And it's a reminder that in Hollywood, nothing is ever as it seems.